Okay, very good. So as I said, this grammar is easy. Okay, so you just have to practice and learn the rules that they have. Okay, which statements? So which, when you say which, is something that you want to happen. Okay, something that you desire to happen. Normally, when we have a birthday and you have a cake with candles, many people say make a wish. Okay, make a wish. It's kind of like the thing that you want to happen in your life, right? So the structure when you're using this grammar is, for example, you have a situation right now. This is a present situation. You don't have money. You are not going to pay the bank. It says, I am not good at saving money, right? You have a real situation, but you wish that situation, like you wish that situation changes, right? So you wish that situation could be different. So in the case that we have a present situation, the which statement goes like this, right? For example, if you say, I want, you know that want is will not. He won't pay me back. We have the modal will. So in the which statement, you have to say, I wish that he would pay me back. Okay, so that is the situation, that how you want the situation changes. In the second example, we have can. I can't lend you any money. So we have the modal can't. So we change can in the which statement to could. I wish I could lend you money, right? In the case of the verb to be, look something here. In the case of the verb to be, we always use where with I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. With all of the pronouns, we use where. I am not good at saving money. I wish I were good at saving money. If I use he is not good at saving money. He wishes he were good at saving money. Okay, so I am going to use where with all of the pronouns. She doesn't have a budget. So in that case, I change the verb have. She wishes she had a budget, right? So this is how we use which statements. Another examples that I could use, I am not rich. I wish I were rich. Right, my present situation, I am not rich. What I would, something to change, I wish I were rich. Another example, she is not good at English, right? I could say, she wishes she were good at English. Okay, so which statements expresses impossible or unlikely wishes about present situations. In the case that we say impossible or unlikely, that doesn't mean that something can be real. For example, I am not rich right now, but what happens if I win the lottery? Right, I'm gonna be rich. But it's a situation that right now we can see that situation like as impossible. Okay. And okay, do you have any questions so far?
No, teacher.
Okay. So let me go back. Here I have more examples, right? So think of a situation in your life that you are unhappy with. I am a very shy person. So how can I change that? I am a very shy person. I could say, I wish I were not shy, right? So as you see, I'm using the negative here. I can say, I wish I weren't as a short form. I wish I weren't shy, right? Or I wish I were, I can say, I wish I were outgoing. Outgoing is the opposite of shy. So I can say that. And the other example, I live in a very noisy neighborhood. I wish I lived in a quiet neighborhood. Oh, I put neighbor in the first, but it's neighborhood. Okay. I wish I lived in a quiet neighborhood. So as you see, when we are using the which statement, the verb must be in past. Remember something. Let me show you another thing. Wait. If, for example, in these sentences, we are using the present. Okay. We are using the present. That is why we go one step to the past. Utilizamos el presente y vamos solamente un paso atrás, como al pasado. Solamente un paso. But let me show you something. If you use in the sentence past simple, for example, I could say, déjame ver. I could say, let me see if I can find an example. I have to find the examples, but I don't have the examples right now. Well, tomorrow I can do examples with that, okay? So you are going to have this. You are going to have this in the presentation so you can study, okay? In the grammar, in the book, you only have this one, okay? This is the important thing for you for in the book, but you can study that also. Another thing. Okay, this is the second, I mean, this is the same grammar, but in the pages at the end, I guess this is 205, I guess, I don't know. So you know that I like to use this part to explain. So here we have some examples with the explanation. Currently, I live in the suburbs. I wish I lived in the city. Remember, same, always we are going to use past. Use the past tense with wish to talk about situations that are not true right now. I wish that I could lend you some money. Remember that the words that are in parentheses are optional. That is not obligatory to say that, but you can say that. I wish that I could lend you some money. Use could plus base form of the verb with wish. That is that is optional in this sentence. I wish that I were richer. I wish I were richer. Use were for all forms of the verb to be, no was. Okay, so I am going to use were for I, he, she, it, we, you, they. I can stick to a budget. I wish I could. I don't live in the city. I wish I did. We often shorten wish statements in this way. Normally, when you are watching a movie or something, you are going to find these kind of sentences. Okay, the last ones. So you are going to find a lot this kind of sentence. I can stick to a budget. I wish I could, right? Another example that I always use is I can't help you. I wish I could, right? Normally, people also say, I can't help you. I wish I could. but I can't. Okay, that phrase you can list. You can find that phrase in movies. I wish. Sorry, I can't help you. I wish I could, but I can't. Okay, so as you see, we have a lot, the personal pronoun I. Eso va así mismo, se utiliza mucho el personal pronoun in that sentence. Okay. Questions, people. No questions? So let's move on then. Well, you are going to practice with this, but by yourselves. So the second part of this grammar. So as you remember, we're talking about striking it rich. I mean, about money. The topic of this vocabulary is striking it rich. So when you strike it rich, that means that maybe you played the lottery, right? Lotto Más or Lotto whatever, and you hit the lottery, you won the lottery, right? So you strike it rich. Strike it means that de repente, strike it rich. Tú te haces rico así, de repente, because you won the lottery, right? So that is strike it rich. Donate. Well, you know what is that word? It's almost in Spanish. Donate means when you give money for a situation, right? Or on an organization, or you see that somebody needs money and you want to help that person, so you donate. Invest. Well, when you invest, you use money for something that you want. In that case, it says, I would invest some in a house. So when you invest money in your house, that means that you are going to buy, maybe you are going to buy a house, or maybe you are going to, I don't know, rebuild a house or change something, right? When you invest money in a business, that means that you put some of your money to do a business. Set aside is the same as save. Okay, when you set aside some money, you are saving money. Earning is the money that you receive, the money that you win, or the money that you get from your job. Earnings, ganancias, right? Squander. I would probably squander the money on things like expensive cars and vacations. So when you say squander, that means that you waste money. We have it here. Squander is the same as waste money, right? So we have donate, earn or make, invest, set aside, save. Set aside, remember, is the same as save, set aside. Spend is the opposite. Squander and waste is the opposite of save or set aside. Questions about this vocabulary, people? No questions. Okay. Well, people, then let's see then. We're not gonna see that. We're gonna see the grammar. Negative modals. This is really easy. Really easy. Because as you see, we are using modals. As you remember, the modals are can, will, when we have should here, might, may, those are modals. And in this case, we are using the negative of these modals. So we have to express impossibility. Impossibility means that you cannot do something. So you can't have the winning lottery ticket. I have it. So impossibility shows that something is impossible, right? As its name says. Ability, when you cannot do, well, when you don't have the ability of doing something. Sorry, but I can't lend you money. Sorry, but I can't lend you any money. I'm broke, right? Remember also ability is like, we can say physical abilities. If you say, I can't fly, that is an ability. I can jump very high. I can swim. Those are abilities. So when you say it in negative, right, we are showing that you don't have the, you can do something. Necessity, when you need necessity, you don't have to be rich to travel. So you don't need to be rich to travel. You don't need to well, you don't need to pay to a teacher to learn English because you can do it by yourself. So we are expressing necessity. So remember, we express necessity with don't have to, or have to, or don't need to, or need to. Advice, advice. You shouldn't waste money on expensive cars. Strong advice, you'd better not lose this ring. It's very valuable. So I think that in another cycle, we saw that had better. Had better is like in Spanish, más te vale. Right? It's like a warning. Más te vale. You better not lose this ring. Más te vale que no pierdas ese anillo. Te parto si me lo bota. So that is like a warning. Right? Okay. My gosh. Questions. Está lloviendo extremadamente duro aquí. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna see the second. This is the same grammar at the end of the book. Okay. So I am going to read again. So negative modals. Impossibility. You can't have the winning lottery ticket. I have it. So that is impossible because I have the ticket. So don't tell me that you have the ticket because I have it. You can't to say that something is impossible. It shows surprise or disbelief. Ability. Sorry, but I can't lend you any money. I'm broke. You can also use can't to say that you don't have the ability to do something. Necessity. You don't have to, or you don't need to be rich to travel. Don't have to, or don't need to mean something isn't necessary. You have a choice. Advice, you shouldn't waste money on expensive cars. You shouldn't to give advice. It means it's not a good idea to do something. Strong advice, you'd better not lose this ring. It's very valuable. Had better not gives strong advice. It means I'm warning you not to do something. If you do it, there will be a problem. Okay. Questions? No questions? So that means everything is clear, or I don't know. Is everything clear? Pero carajo, is everything clear or not?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
I'm clear.
Pero venga, acá, puto. Okay, okay. Oh my God. So